Now, this is exactly the last video. Why I've always said there shouldn't be punishment for those that break the law, but rather correction and rehabilitation while they're locked up. Because the only reason why criminals ever break law is out of fear. They're fearful of this or that. They may not exactly know that or explain it that well, but that's why any criminal ever breaks the law. If it's drugs, they're afraid of losing the drugs. That's why they continue to do them. If they're illegal where they live. And they get deeper and deeper because it's illegal and they just want to make sure they always have it. Or let's say I had a woman with me right now and someone came in here with a gun. I would probably wrestle the guy and take the gun from him, and he'd probably try to get up, and he might die. To save her only. Otherwise, if it's just me in here, I'll get out of here, I'd say, before you get hurt. But I would be out of fear for her getting hurt, not me. Well, so yes. But let's say that was my significant other. Someone came in here with a weapon trying to hurt us or steal or rob. I'd be like, no, that ain't going down. Now, if she's not here, get out of here, you punk. Who that? But yeah. They may not fully understand it, but every criminal breaks the law only because they have fear of something. That's why I never break the law, because I have no fear, except for of Christ. A healthy fear of Him, not. Let's put it this way. God says, fire, lighter, fire. And it would, boom, He wouldn't have to make a move. That's how powerful He is. So I have a healthy fear. Me, human, lighter, flame, fire up. No, I actually have to use my action of my thumb to flint the flint, push the button, the red button there, to get the gas, to get a light, to light with a fire. That's the difference between spoken word that is of power compared to human. So I do not fear anything in the physical. That's why I don't break law. The only time I broke the law was to show Christ. Even though I could do it flawlessly, I'm making one mistake to prove that I'm not God and that He is God. I have no power in my word. Just proved it. So yeah, there should be rehabilitation and correctional thinking, not just throw them in a hole, throw them in a cage, throw them somewhere else besides where society can't see them. You're punishing people that are doing things out of fear. That's why they do what they do. Anyone that breaks law ever, anywhere, since the dawning of man, Adam and Eve, till Christ comes back. That's why I have always argued for correction, not just punishment, and corrective thinking of all kinds. So you're punishing people that are fearful. That's why they break the law, and you're punishing them, which makes them fear you more, or fear more. But it's so deeply seated, they can't think of it clearly. They just think, "Oh, I get out, I'm gonna." But they do it out of fear again and stuff. So corrective thinking is what they need, not just punishment, and behavioral health thinking while they're behind bars. That's why I made the last video. It could be any reason that someone, that'd be self-defense in that scenario, but if I shot him like five times to trying to defend my woman, if I had one here and someone broke in with a weapon, that wouldn't be just self-defense at that point. That would be kind of like overkill. Yeah, so I stay within all boundaries of the law because I have no fear, except for of Christ, which is just a healthy fear, because He can do things I can't, and thank goodness He can, because if I was God, no, I wouldn't want to be God. Toodaloo.